everyone. Thanks for joining me for the last Ask Miko Anything for the week. Such a beautiful day. I would offer you guys to take a deep breath together with me. So let's breathe in. And let's breathe it out. Isn't it so magical that just taking one deep conscious breath can really make a huge difference? It's like, this is something that's so new to me too. I didn't realize how much stress hormones that I was putting my body into just by not breathing, just by not taking a pause throughout the day and actually just sit with this moment, like this moment right here, right now. Like, just empty your mind for a second and just really feel this space. Breathe that in. It's just like there is so much life force just in this space around us. But when we are so constantly feeding our minds with what's on Facebook, feeding our mind with what's on the news, feeding our minds with what's on Instagram, that we completely just disconnected from this powerful life force that's accessible to all of us just in this moment, just by breathing. So amazing. All right, guys, so I want to talk to you about the number one question that completely changed my life 2.5 years ago when I started on this journey of really discovering who I am, like what is Miko here to do. Asking one simple question completely changed the trajectory of my life completely. And it is a simple question of why not? Why not? Why not? Right? Just asking this simple question, why not? Really start to question that. And I was on an amazing training call with my business coach Shanda today, and just hearing her talk about her vision. Hi Hatam. Like, she was talking, right now she lives in a beautiful home in San Diego, California, overlooking the ocean, and it's already such an amazing house. And right now she's really taking advantage of like the downturn in the market that's happening. And this is not to say like it's not about being materialistic. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with like being so money hungry. Like that's not what we are talking about here at all, right? Like, people put in the work. People did what they used the creative powers to create abundance in their lives, and now they totally deserve to have the amazing things in life, right? So Shanda, my coach, was mentioning about this beautiful home that she and her husband was looking at right now. It's like, I don't know, she mentioned how there's like an infinity pool in the front, and it's like somewhere in California. It's like there's so much acres that she can build a farm or whatever. It's in California, right? And they get to have like horses, and there's like they plan on having more kids and having more dogs, and it's just such an amazing, exciting thing just to hear her talk about what is possible, right? And I share this with you guys is because that was the question of why not was also the same question that completely changed my life 2.5 years ago. Why not? Why is it not possible for me to also live in a big house, live in an ocean view house, have the car that I want, have the amazing good feeling body that I want, have the lifestyle that I want, where I can be so free, where I can travel, where I can work from anywhere I want? Why not? Like, why is that not possible for you, right? Why is that not possible for you? What makes you less capable and what makes you less deserving, right? At the end of the day, we are actually the only one that has stopped ourselves before we even get started. Like, we are the only one, right? We are the only one who have decided that it's impossible because we never even give ourselves the permission to entertain what is possible for you. Because we've been conditioned, we've been taught that we need to be realistic, right? We need to be so logical. We need to follow what is realistic, that we have completely forgotten to even entertain the idea of what's possible for me. And anyone out there that has achieved massive, like amazing life, amazing success, amazing abundance, amazing things in their life, never follow what was realistic. They never follow what was logical. Like, imagine if all these great people, people who invented iPhone, or people who invented whatever, everything that you have in your life right now, imagine that person was thinking to themselves, like, is it realistic that I create this powerful iPhone that is so convenient for humanity? If that person was thinking that way, he would have never created the iPhone, right? If you're just making decisions based on logic, based on what's in front of you right now, you will never create something new. You will just never create something new. What about following your creativity? What about following your imagination? What about entertaining what is possible? So like, just take some time to just completely disconnect from like what is in your reality right now. Oh my gosh, so windy. Completely disconnect from what is your reality and start entertaining. What do you even want? Like, if you can have anything, and I'm talking about anything, what would you want in your life? How would you want to be spending your time every single day? What kind of car would you want to drive? Let's not even talk about the car or the house. Let's talk about how you want to feel on a moment by moment basis. Like, who do you want to be on this planet in this short amount of time that you have in this lifetime? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who is always happy and joyful? Would you want to wake up feeling excited about life? Like, who do you want to be? What do you want to have? Like, stop looking at what is and start thinking about what can be. Start thinking about what do you really want. Stop listening to what like others tell you it's realistic, or stop listening to what others tell you need to do. Start asking your heart. Start asking your heart, like, what, Miko, what do you really want in this lifetime? What kind of relationship do you want? I want a relationship where each of us, everyone is so loving and so respectful and so, committed to the spiritual growth, committed to expanding the potentials. I want to surround myself with that group of people. And what kind of neighborhood would you want to live in? I want to live in a neighborhood that is very, I don't know, people have good values, people are respectful of each other, the kids are safe to play with each other outside. Like, really think about that. Really think about, what do I want? Stop looking at what is, stop looking at what's realistic, stop looking at what's logical. None of that matters, right? Everything that you see in your life really comes from the imagination and the creativity and the dreaming of someone else. And we all have those skills. We all have those powers to dream, to create, to imagine. But it's just that for so long, we've been conditioned and we've been taught that we need to do what's realistic. And that's actually someone else limiting you to your smallness, keeping you in a box, keeping you in their small definition of what's possible for them. And because they didn't see that was possible for them, they tell you that it's impossible for you too. You know what? Screw that. Like, just screw that. And you get to decide. You get to ask yourself the question, why not? Why not? Why can I not have it? Why can I have the $1 million? Why can I not have the Ferrari? Why can I not have the Mercedes? It doesn't matter what it is that you guys want. It can be the car, it can be the house. It doesn't matter, right? Even like this whole idea of like entertaining, the idea to drive a nice car, to live in a big house. A lot of you listening right now, I can almost guarantee you there's a few of you who would even feel ashamed to think about that, right? Some of you listening right now, you may even feel kind of like, oh, that's like, I don't want to be materialistic. Like, I don't want to be so going after like the materialistic things. That's bullshit. Okay, you get to have what you want. You get to have anything. You get to live the life that you want. It doesn't matter. Like, why are you not deserving to live in a big house? Why are you not deserving to drive a nice car? Why not? Like, why can't you have that? If someone else can have it, then why can't you have it? Right? Really, really start to question all of the BS that your mind has been conditioned to believe in. Really start to question that, right? And I had those beliefs, guys. I had the same beliefs that were keeping me in my smallness, that were keeping me from dreaming big, right? From age 0 till age 21, I think it was when I was at 21, my whole life, I just automatically decided that it was never possible for me to live the abundant, wealthy lifestyle. Like, I never even gave myself the permission to dream that it was possible for me. Like, I look at the movies, right? You see the movies where people are living so wealthy lifestyle. They live in a beautiful home. They drive the nice car. They can get whatever they want. They have the most beautiful outfits. And somehow in my mind, I just decided that that was never possible for me. Until I asked myself the question, why not? Why the heck not? Right? Why not? Like, what makes me less deserving? What makes you less deserving? There is nothing that makes you less deserving except that you are stopping yourself from even trying. You stop yourself from even taking the first step towards what's possible. Right? Until you see what is possible for you in your mind, you're never gonna even try to go after it. You're just not gonna try. But you have to first kind of crack open what's possible for you until you can start entertaining the idea that, oh my gosh, what Miko is saying is absolutely right. I can also have the beautiful home. I can also become a millionaire. I can also live the dream life that I so desire. I can also do what I love and have the money that I want. It's possible. That's the first step. And then when you can entertain that idea, that's when you can make a decision that's in alignment to that idea, right? That picture in your mind. But if you don't see what's possible, it's just like if you don't believe in for example, if you don't see the color blue, right? It doesn't matter how many blue objects are out there, you will never see blue, right? That's just an example. Whatever you don't believe is possible, you will not see that outside of you. So what that means is, if you don't believe that it's possible for you to live the freedom lifestyle or to have the $1 million, even when opportunities show up right in front of you, and I'd be like, hey, Hatam, for example, here's an opportunity for you where you can get the $1 million if you just work for this amount of time. It's an opportunity for you. But if you don't have that like eyes to see, because it's not a possibility in your mind, you will not even perceive that opportunity. You will just walk right by it. And then you will continue the same way, same cycle, right? The same cycle of thinking, feeling, and being, and creating the same results over and over and over again. You have to break out of that pattern. Break out that pattern by asking yourself the question, why not? Okay, I see Mary, you're watching. I see Hatam is here. I don't know who else is watching. But really ask yourself that question, why not? Why not? Like, why? Right? Really start to question those beliefs that you have right now that tells you it's impossible, that tells you you can't do that, that tells you like, stop dreaming so big. Like, who taught you those? Where did you learn that from? I can tell you, I can promise you, as a little kid, the moment that you were born, everything was possible. Every freaking thing was possible. You have an idea, you just went for it. It's just that people around you who raised you, they taught you and conditioned you to believe that whatever that wasn't possible for them, they taught you that it's not possible for you too. And then you believed it, and now you live the same way. You're maybe in your 30s now, you may be in your 40s, and you still have the same story playing in your mind, saying that I'm just not, like, it's just not for me. I'm never gonna be wealthy. But who says who? Who says that? Like, right? Start to really question your beliefs. Like, just have an open dialogue. Really pay attention to your thoughts and your beliefs that show up, right? Like, next time you see an opportunity that comes along, or next time you feel like your heart is being pulled to do something, and then you hear a voice in the back of your mind and be like, Miko, that's not for you. It's impossible for you. You can't do that. Listen to that voice. Listen to that voice, and then you sit back and you ask, why? Why not? Why is it not possible for me? Why can I not do it? Start asking the right question, right? Just like how if you see a car that you really want, right? Like a Mercedes-Benz. I want a convertible Mercedes-Benz, right? Like, I have this vision. I really want that. Instead of asking, do I have the money to make it happen? Ask yourself, how can I make the money to buy that car? Right? It's all about the questions that you ask. It's all about the question that you ask yourself in your mind. But the first step, again, guys, the first step is asking why not, and start giving yourself the permission to entertain what's possible for you. Really entertain that. Because if you don't do that, your life will just be the same until it's too late. Okay? So I encourage you guys to just really take some time, and you need to disconnect from social media. I say this again and again, because your body, like neurologically, physiologically, chemically, you are actually conditioned. You're pulled to go after the things that create a familiar experience, right? Every single day you wake up, your body is craving the same chemicals, the same feeling, and the same thoughts that you had yesterday. So when you go on social media, every time you go on social media like Facebook and Instagram, you're actually going back to something that you feel familiar with, right? So you're going back into the same routine, the same way of thinking, the same way of feeling, and the same way of being, and then you're just going to create more of the same lack of money, the lack of happiness, the lack of results, whatever, right? So disconnect from social media first thing. I would say tonight, like all of tonight, after you watch this live stream, turn off your phone and start pulling out a journal or do whatever you want and start dreaming again, and really ask yourself, if I have $1 million in my bank account right now, really think about it. How would that feel like if you have $1 million in your bank account right now? How would I spend that money? What would I do? Give yourself that possibility. Start entertaining that idea and just have fun with it, right? You will feel so excited. You will feel so lit up. And then you might start thinking of all these ideas that you might just start taking action on. So I encourage you guys to go do that. I'm going to get off social media after this live. I think I have a couple more work to do, but once I do that, I'm disconnecting for the weekend, and then I might go hiking and just daydream. I am creating a new reality. I'm not repeating the past, and you guys get to do the same thing. So ask yourself the question, why not? Why is it not possible for you? Alright guys, let me know what really showed up for you today. Let me know in the comments below. What do you feel inspired to do after this live stream? Alright, so I hope you all have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you next week on Monday morning with Rise and Shine with Miko. Take care.